Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome back to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn about the Node.js processing the streams. So now how in the Node.js we can able to process that Unix streams, we'll try to see it. That is nothing but standard input, standard output and also the standard error. So these are also powerful tools for handling the data in the Node.js. And by the end of this video, you will be able to understand how to read the data from the standard input and how we can write the data to the standard out and also to the standard error. So, and even the redirect outputs like a pro also will try to see it. So fine. So whether you are building a CLI tools or handling massive data stream, massive data streams, so this one is the essential step. So that's why you need to understand about this standard input, standard output, and the standard error. So before proceeding into the code, so just we will have a quick recap. What is the process streams? So what are these process streams? In Node.js, every process has a three built-in streams. So that one you already have explained. One is the standard input. This is where your process reads the data from like user input from the terminal. And another one is the standard output. This is where your process writes the output like text you want to display in the terminal. And the last one is the standard error. This is where for error messages or diagnostics or any log messages or anything, if you want to send it, means you will send it to the standard error. So this is not only used for the errors, it is a separate output stream. Okay, so for any log messages or anything, if you want to send it, so you can send it to the standard error. So these are the things which you can able to understand. These streams are a part of the process object in the Node.js. So you need to understand that these are a part of the process object. So here you are having the process, right? Process. So this one is a part of the process object in the Node.js, which is the global object packed with the here like environment variables who you are having. So like that you will be having. So now these streams behave like regular Node.js streams only. So don't think that standard input, standard output, standard error, Unix data streams behave differently. So these behave in the Node.js just like the streams which we have learned earlier. So you can handle the huge amounts of data efficiently, no matter no size. So using the training concept, back pressure and all those things, you can do it. So that's not a problem. So let's try to create a simple example. So here what I would be trying to do it is, so here I would be importing the standard in. So you can directly use like something like process.stdin, you can use it. But here I am trying to show you standard in, standard out, and also the standard error. So these are the three things. And here I will be using the require of node process. So I am importing the process. So here I will commit, I will comment it out everything so that we can able to understand clearly. So just directly I am importing the standard in, standard out, standard error. If you want, you can also write it something like process.standard in, process.standard out, like that also you can implement it. So first of all, we need to read the data from the terminal. So terminal reading the data means, so you are reading, it's a read stream. So that means standard in dot reading the data means on off data. So whenever you are getting the data, so here you will be getting the chunk. So you can write in such a way that here console.log got the data from the input terminal. So right now we are having only the terminal. So you can write the terminal, and here you can write chunk dot to string. Okay, and you can mention it as an UTF-8. So this is one which you are getting it. So now we got the standard in dot on of data chunk. So next one which we are getting it is the standard out. So now we need to write it to the terminal, right? So whatever the data we are getting it. So now if you try to run this Node.js code, so let's clear this output. So let's clear this output, and here I will be running this playground.js file. So here it is listening for the input. So right now it is listening for the input. So right now it is listening for the input. Why? Because so here you have written standard in data. So terminal, so it is listening from the input. So to listen the data. So here you can write something like sending input to terminal. Okay. So if I press enter, see immediately the Node.js has replied you that is nothing but got the data from the input terminal, sending input to terminal. So here this is the data. So now whatever the data you are writing it, so the Node.js code is trying to listen the input from the standard input. So here the standard input is nothing but from the keyboard, from the terminal it is listening it. So that is what I want to tell you. So now if I want to write anything to the standard output means, so what I can do, so here standard out. So I want to write it. So here it's a writable string. So here I can write directly write of sending data to the terminal or standard out. So whatever it may be. So here the standard out is terminal. So now here let's try to stop this one. Let's clear it off, and I am running again the Node.js. And here see the first output which you got, it is the sending data to the terminal or standard out. Now if I try to write the output, so now it is again trying to listen to the data. So this is what you are able to see this one. Okay. So what we are trying to do here, we are attaching a data listener so to the standard input. When the data comes, like when you type and hit enter, it arrives as a buffer. We convert it to a string using the dot to string here, dot to string, and write it to the standard out with a message. So that's it. So the new line adds here, the new line automatically it will be added for a clean output. So now fine, we got this one. We also send the standard out also. Let's try to write the standard error. So if you try to write the standard error dot write of sending the standard error data. So let's try to write it. Now let's see the output, how it will behave. So if I try to write it here, node playground.js file. So here sending data. So this is nothing but, so here you are also able to see that sending the standard error data. So that means by default the standard out and standard error, here it is connected to the terminal. So that's why it does the same for standard error, often used for the error diagnostics, this one, but it's not only used for errors. So like this. So fine. So now if you want, you can write any input and you will be able to see this one. So fine. Now whenever I am trying to write enter here, we are able to get the same output just like the standard out, but the code we have written here is in console.log, not the standard out. So how come this console.log behaving same as in standard out.write? So you may be having a doubt, right? That is a doubt you should be getting. Why? Because I am writing the input, I am pressing enter, again the standard out. So you are able to get the data to the standard out. So here you need to understand that this console.log, okay, so where does it fit? How does console.log fit in here? Let's open the Node.js documentation. So this is our Node.js documentation, and in this documentation, if you try to go to the console, so this is our console. So this is the console thing which I would be trying to show you. If you come down, okay, so here this is the console. The node console module provides a simple debugging that is similar to the JavaScript console mechanism provided by the web browser. Okay, a global console instance, so which is we are trying to do console.log, configured to write to process.stdout and also the process.stderr. So that means the global console.log instance automatically, when you are trying to output, it will give the output to the standard out and standard error. The global console you can be used without calling require node console. So that is the thing. So here this is the line which you need to understand. Console.log automatically it will write to the process.standout and also the process.stderr. So that means here writing this console.log is same as writing the you try to see here standard out dot write. So this one and that one is one and the same only, but here you need to use it something like, something like this, and here this should be, okay, that's it. So this one and this one is one and the same only. So that is what I want to explain you. So here in the console, so both are one and the same only. If I try to stop this one and if I run it this again, if I write it here, we are able to get the same output. So that means the global console.log will be the same as standard. Why? Because it will write this one by default to the standard out and also to the standard error. So right now it is sending it to the standard out. So fine. So now you should be able to understand what is this console.log. So now if you try to see here, you can also configure the, so now you are saying that okay fine, so it is connected to the standard out standard error by default. So can we configure this standard out standard error? Means, so yes, you can configure it. If you try to see it here, the console, so here you'll be able to see some example. Here they have created an output of create write stream, and also they have created an error output of create write stream. So they have created two write streams, and here they are configuring the standard out and also the standard error. Now whenever you are trying to use the logger.log, it will be writing it to the file instead of writing it to the terminal. So like this also you can able to configure this one. And if you try to check our console.log, So what does this console.log will do? So if you click on this console.log, here prints to the standard out with a new line. So automatically with a new line it will print it. Multiple arguments can be passed with the first step used as a primary message and all additions used as a substitution. Value similar to the printf of 3. Here printf of 3 means it's in man 7. It is the C language. So it is telling that it will behave same as the what I mean to say is printf in the C. So here you'll be able to see the same thing we are writing as a C programming also. So that is what it is trying to tell. So that means the console.log is same as the printf in the C programming language. So that is what I want to explain it to you. So that means in our thing, if you go to our code here in our C programming also, so this one by default it will be writing it to the standard out. So if I want to mention particular means you can write it here, and here you need to mention the standard out from to where you want to write it. So this is the different thing. So just I am trying to show you. So that one and the printf is one and the same only. So here if you want to write it any standard out, any file or anything means if you want to write it means you can mention it here. That is what I want to explain it to you. So now we understood about this one. So here the fun fact comes. So now reading the streams. So now here the standard in, standard out and standard error. So here for example, let's say that, let me clear out this. So now, sorry. So now here the standard out is the terminal, right? So here for the, so here the 0 represents the standard in, okay? And the streams has a numbers actually. So 1 represents the standard out and the last one 2 represents the standard error. So here by using this one you can mention. So for example, let's say that you are having the node playground.js file, okay, and I want to the standard out. So I am mentioning the standard out here. So whatever the output we are getting, standard out we are getting, so I want to write it to the file output.txt file or something like this. So now whatever the output, standard output you are getting it here, it will be written into the file instead of printing it in the terminal. So if I try to press enter here, see we got only the standard error data. So why? Because here only the output will be going into this one. The error data, standard error data will not be going into this file. So that's why we haven't seen the standard output. We have seen only this one. So if I try to open the output.txt file, here we are having it. See, sorry, close this. And here if I try to open the output.txt file, sending data to the terminal or standard output, the whichever the output we need to print it. Here if I write it here, so we are not seeing the output. So this all output, it will be coming into this one. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you. So this is how the standard out you can mention it. And also if you want, you can also mention the standard error also. So if you want to mention the standard error means, so here you can mention it with 2. Okay. Here you can mention it with the 2. So that is what you can do it. So now here only the standard output you are getting it. But if you try to see that output.txt, only the standard error data has been sent into the output.txt. So this is how you will be able to see. So why this matters? Why should you care about the streams? So this is the backbone of how the process communicate in the Unix line system and in Node.js. Whether you are building a CLI tool, processing large data sets, or chaining the commands in a pipeline, streams set you handle data efficiently. By mastering the standard input, standard output, and standard error, you can read user input dynamically, log output to files or other process, debug with the standard error for diagnostics, build scalable apps that handle data streams like a pro. So that is what I want to explain you for about this Node.js streams, handling the Unix data streams in the Node.js. Hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.